Hey everybody, so I'm doing a screencast and I'm going to see if this works. Perfect. Okay, so basically we have the development of atomic theory. And I'm going to be starting with Democritus. Okay, so one thing that I want you to understand is that the atomic theory, this right here, is a theory that all substances are made up of very tiny particles called atoms. Okay? So everything's made up of this. Now, back in the day, ancient Greek philosophers were the first to discuss atoms and matter. But one thing that I want you to understand is that it wasn't until the late 1800s that this theory was well researched, keyword well researched, and became widely accepted. Now, what do I mean by that? Okay, so before Democritus, we had Thales of Miletus. Okay, so Thales, he basically believed that everything was made up of water. Okay. Okay, so Thales of Miletus, he said everything that came up was made up of water, but then Democritus, right here, this big guy right here, he said during the same time, although everyone thought, okay, everything's made up of water, Democritus and his teacher Leucippus believed that matter was made up of some kind of building block, even though they didn't have evidence on it. Now, early science rarely involved observable experiments like observations. You know how we have the scientific method nowadays to test our theories or hypotheses? Yeah, they didn't have that. Instead, they had reasoning. Okay? So instead of basing things off of observable experiments, usually they just based it off of logical arguments. Of course, limited technology made it very difficult to collect this data. And discussions of science was really limited to philosophy and rhetoric rather than scientific observation. Now, in these days, Democritus and Leucippus were actually founding a school of philosophy called atomism or atomism. I'm not sure how you want to pronounce it. The slogan of the school: the universe is made up of either an atom or a void. That was the foundation of their school philosophy. So also atoms are very small, cannot be divided, and are indestructible and eternal. So these, I'm gonna put here the word, these atomists, okay, which are followers of this dude and Leucippus, his teacher, but we don't talk about him. So atomists, they had things somewhat wrong. Um, they thought objects had the same properties as their atoms. So if we were talking about iron, they had to be tough. So they were as tough as iron. So iron atoms were hard. And then if we had water atoms, they were slippery, just like water. Okay? And so on, Basically, that is what they believed in. Now, modern thinkers like Bertrand Russell, let me read something here. They believed that ancient philosophers were actually really lucky. So they were really lucky in their guesses because they didn't really understand the nature of matter at all. Now, back to Democritus. Democritus, he proposed that all matter in the world consisted of invisible and indivisible, which means you can't split them apart, indivisible corpuscles. And I know you remember this from the video. So they're made up of corpuscles. corpuscles, or small particle-like objects, and he called these corpuscles atoms. Atomos. Okay. Now remember, I'm going to say this again. This is based off of reasoning, not the scientific method. So he also lacked scientific tools to experiment with atoms. Democritus also thought that there was empty space between atoms, and he also thought that there was an empty space and atoms were also moving around constantly, kind of like the dust that we see now. Let me erase this part. Okay. So, I don't know if you've ever been outside, right? So let's say you're outside. I don't know what I'm doing there, but I'm just into like a little tree. Okay, so let's say you're outside and you see a ray of light. Along with that ray of light, you also see little particles or dust, right? Now, this observation was something that Democritus also saw. And Democritus, when he saw that, he reasoned, again, not an actual scientific observation. He reasoned and thought, you know what? Atoms are probably also in constant motion. And atoms have various shapes and sizes. Right? Okay. So that was his thinking, his reasoning, okay? Blah, blah, blah. Still on this. Okay, let me erase this. Yeah. Now, we have Aristotle. Let me erase this. This doesn't seem very appropriate for this. Okay, so now we have Aristotle. Aristotle, he was really popular. So this dude was in the spotlight. So Aristotle was very popular, well known, and he disagreed with Democritus. He said, nope, you're wrong. Aristotle actually believed that there were four main elements: earth, water, air, and fire, which was based off of Thales. So he was a follower of Thales, but he added on to it. He said, okay, so it's not just water, but it's going to be water, earth, air, and fire. Okay, and so Democritus was forgotten up until I'm not going to erase all of this because I don't have a fancy screencast. Up until John Dalton. John Dalton, who is believed to be the father of modern atomic theory.